ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಈಸಿ 24 ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ನಾವು ಈಗ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ PUC ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಪದ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಗದ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವ 4 ಹಾಗೂ 6 ಅಂಕದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ಚರ್ಚಿಸೋಣ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಗದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇನ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇನ್ 4 marks one question in exam. First one is describe Borges' mother. Second one, book is very important. Explain it in Borges' point of view. Second chapter, where there is a will, there is a way. In this chapter, we have considered 4 marks one question, and this chapter is mainly divided in 2 topics. First one is introduction of Sheila Rani Chunkat, and another one is cycling movement. We have started first question. How did Sheila Rani Chunkat promote the empowerment of women? Second one, bring the role of Sheila Rani Chunkat. Third one, explain the role of played by Sheila Rani Chunkat in cycling movement. Fourth one, how does the shortage of cycle husband solved by Sheila Rani Chunkat? Fifth one, how does the Sheila Rani Chunkat empower the Purkottai women? In this all question, we know the Sheila Rani Chunkat. Then the answer is Sheila Rani Chunkat characterization. You write the examination. Then we know the second topic in this chapter, the cycling movement. Regarding this topic, we know the questions. First one, how does cycling empower rural women according to P. Sainath? Second one, discuss the cycling movement empowered rural women. Third one, explain the different ways cycle I am bored the rural women. Fourth one, how does the cycling become a metaphor in Purkottai? These are questions. Is only one the answer is cycling movement. Next, we know the third chapter of, that is Japan and Brazil through the traveler eyes. In this chapter, we have considered in exam that 4 marks one question. In this chapter, we have mainly 2 topics. First one is bowing culture of in Japan. Second one is traffic in Brazil. First, we know the Japan culture about bowing. First one, give the account of complicated way of bowing in Japan. Second one, what are the vibes of Mike's people Japanese? How does make explain the culture of Japan? How does the complicated hierarchy of bowing presented by Mike? Fifth one, how does Japanese are well-mannered people turn savage? In this chapter, these are questions are regarding bowing culture in Japan. Read it carefully and write the 4th to 5th sentences. Then you get a full marks. Then we know the second topic of in this chapter, that is the Brazil. In the Brazil, the traffic in Brazil. Regarding this answer, we know the questions. First one, the traffic in Brazil leads to humorous observation. Explain. Second one, describe the road of Brazil. Mentioned it by Mike's. In these 2 questions regarding about traffic in Brazil, describe it carefully and make a 5 to 6 sentences. Then you will get good marks. Then we know the 4th chapter of in your subject, that is the gardener. In this gardener, we have considered 4th and 6th mark question used in your main examination. In this chapter, we have considered mainly 2 topics in this chapter. First one is the rivalry between Tamanna and Basavaya, and second one is the owner life, how changed. First one, we know the rivalry between Tamanna and Basavaya. Explain first one, explain the rivalry between Tamanna and Basavaya. Second one, Basavaya tried to surpass rival in the gardener. Third one, how does Tamanna take revenge on Basavaya? Fourth one, how did Basavaya react Tamanna popularity? These are 4 questions regarding the rivalry between Tamanna and Basavaya. Read it carefully and write a 8 to 10 sentences about rivalry between Tamanna and Basavaya. Then we know the second topic on this chapter, that is the owner life how changed. First question, how did the owner life changed after the arrival of the old man in the garden? Second one, why did the plantation of owners wife find it hard to decide whether the old man arrived better or worse? Third one, what are the customers leads to the unhappiness of owner's wife? Fourth one, the arrival of the old man to the gardener caused good and bad things. Then we know the fifth chapter of in your English subject, that is a sunny morning. In this chapter we considered in 4 and 6 marks, maybe one questions or both are in your examination. First one is, what story did Donna Laura and Don Gonzalo remember about gallant lover? Second one, what are the story Donna Laura and Don Gonzalo describe? Third one, describe how Don Gonzalo describe his cousin's death. Fourth one, how does Donna Laura describe her friend death? These are the main questions on based on a sunny morning. These are very important. You read and remember main points, then write 8 to 10 points in your answer sheet. Sixth chapter, everything I needed to know I learned in the forest. In this chapter we have considered 4 and 6 marks are both are considered in your exam. In this chapter we mainly decide to take 2 topics on this chapter. First one is Navadanya farm, second topic is Earth University. In your question paper these are 2 mainly based on 2 questions. First one, write a note on Navadanya farm. Second one, what ideas Tagore inspired the author to start the Earth University? Third one, what does Tagore write in his essay Tapavana? Fourth one, how does Vandana Shiva describe Navadanya farm? Fifth one, how according to Vandana Shiva has Tagore brought out the role of in forest Indian civilization? These are mainly questions asked in our exam. In this chapter read carefully and mainly write 8 to 10 sentence in your answer. Then we know summary of in your asked exam. First one is when you are old. In this poem we have considered 4 marks 1 question, and that is fixed question. First one is describe the old lady in her previous age. Then we know water. The water is fixed for 4 marks 1 question, that is how does a poet describe the water? ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.